Hey everyone, today is the 11th of September 2012. Another couple of trades to talk about. One was actually from Monday on the British pound US dollar. I purposely didn't post it last night just in case, as you'll see. It was I didn't want to influence anyone who may have been in and decided to exit if they'd seen the video or whatever, so that's why I left it until the profit release had finished. So let's get cracking on with this. So we have 15-minute chart as usual, marked up high volume area from the other day, from Friday. We've got market maker accumulation, market maker activity, and yeah, we'll see where we go. I had a suspicion that it might come back and test this area first before moving up. If it wanted to move up, kind of wait and see. So I didn't bother taking it, trying to do a trade down. I just wanted to see what would happen if it got to that area, and if I see something that made sense to fit the rest of the story, then I would pull the trigger. So let's get going. So we get a bit fading out the box, and then jump bar down. Some more activity heading on down there, and little jump bar up. Some more market maker activity, and sort of pause around a little bit. Starts to come back down again. Getting close to the area, and there we go. So was at 1:45. Pat obviously straight away paints in the resistance area. We have the market down here, so at that point I was interested to see what would happen, with the idea that we may be able to play one of these 45 pip moves back up. You can see they've entered and manipulated it down 45 pips as well. So that was kind of adding to my story of what may be going on. So I'll just step forward. There you go. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for some kind of thing to tell me that I've got the rest of the story right. So we got our down resistance, we've had our accumulation, we've had the market making activity, we've had what looks like manipulation. Now we get a jump bar up away from resistance. At that point I am happy to enter the market and see if we can get back up to this 6,000 level. So I got filled, if I remember correctly. Just put it on this. I think it was, checking my count, 66 I think. Pretty sure it was that anyway. Okay. And then stops obviously just below. And a little bit of fading, and there we go. So that was me. Nice little move back up for 34 points or thereabouts, which is pretty good. And the reason obviously I didn't post it is if you look at this, what you could be getting is a full 90 pip profit release. More market maker activity here. So you look back, think, okay, where would people put stops at any of these areas? Obviously there's here. All the way down you've had this manipulation move down, so that's why I didn't post it, because I had an idea that it might actually run for the full 90 pips, but I was obviously happy just playing my 45 pip. As it carried on, I thought, well, if we get some kind of retrace back in, I might manage to get into the market again, but then after European session close it started to go into accumulation, so we'll just step this on a bit quicker. You can see it come back a bit, market maker activity, and by this point I'm now in bed, so you Asian session traders may have got an entry. Not sure if there was anything before the boxes were painted. Just keep it going. A bit of fading out there. It just sort of pours around sideways almost, doesn't it? Bit of a jump bar, and that was the one that had me slightly interested, but I just didn't quite have that sense of knowing, so I didn't feel like pulling the trigger. Looked at it and seen this move down again with market maker activity, but then you kind of look back on, well, where would what's in this box here? What are these accumulation areas? The sells or the buys? What's contributed to the story? Are they just part of the move that came up from here? That's why I didn't really have any great sense of knowing, so I didn't bother taking that on. Back at accumulation again as well. Just going to skip this on, but there you go. There was actually 90 pips all the way back up. But as I say, it didn't make a lot of sense to me, so I stayed out of that one. We'll just flip across now to the euro and have a little look at this. So no trade for me yesterday at all. Just it was all market maker accumulation, lots of activity with them obviously entering the market, so they were certainly trying to set something up. What you did notice as well is that just here they enter really close to resistance. Now that's middle of the night for me, but from there, looking back, where would people have put stops? It's pretty easy to see that people trading through these accumulation areas would have put stop somewhere under here. What did they do? They ran it down another 45 pips as well. Picked up volume as well as they moved it down through there. So keep asking yourself, stay connected to the box. What's in the box? Well, it's looking like buy orders there. There must be buy orders if they've manipulated it down, triggered more volume, get this jump bar up to resistance, and that's looking like a take it on. I wasn't around because I was still sort of waking up from watching the mighty Andy Murray on his first Grand Slam, so I was up till late last night being a fellow Scotsman. It was very exciting to see, and I had a lot of meetings today, so I didn't get a big chance, but a little bit later on, we'll just step this forward a bit. Obviously got to that resistance area again, popped up below it, came back, and it does come out of this box. And it was here, this move down, and if you notice, right, this move down is that 45 pip move again, possible manipulation move, given the other action that went on, the green intent, possible stop take, accumulation, it's all there. And pretty much you get this, it's like a small jump bar almost, it's not the biggest jump bar. You want to normally see them take out like two previous bars, but given what action had happened here, this was a good entry for me with regards to stop loss going back. It's not too big, so we got on board there. I actually ended up getting filled on about 77 I think, and then we'll just step on. So there you go, and there's a big jump bar up through the resistance and a green intent, looking good for making its 90 pip run. A little bit of fading, and there you go, it makes it. And so that was another nice trade up. Fortunately I made a bit of an arse of it. When I was entering my broker, I mistyped, as I was such a rush to get to a meeting. Put my stopping fine, because my broker allows me to put like 20 pip stop, and then you type in the target, not as a target. Sometimes when you do an order to entry, there's like 2840 say for example, you put in the number of pips. So I typed it, I must have missed out digits somehow, and so rather than closing for what was possibly 40 plus another 20, so 60 pips, I ended up closing for something like 6 because I'd mistyped it. So lesson learned there is make sure you always check your orders, even if you are in a rush. Make sure and type, if you got a limit order, make sure you've got it in properly. I didn't even bother checking my phone when I was busy at that meeting, so when I came back and seen it, I thought, oh fantastic, I've made a whole lot of pips here. I looked at it and went, what happened there? And then when I looked at it, I hadn't actually entered it. So silly mistake, but hey, there we go. I certainly had the story all right, so I'm not overly disappointed. At least I was reading the market properly. I think I did continue on a little bit further as well. From here, yeah, it's gone back up and back into accumulation now. So we'll see where it sets up for tomorrow. But that's about it. Yeah, bit of a longer video, but good luck guys, so I hope you managed to catch some of that today as well.